Welcome to SAP HANA Classroom. We are going to learn SAP HANA implementation and modeling. The topic areas that we are going to cover are SAP HANA architecture and scenarios, overview of SAP HANA data processing, SQL and SQL script, modeling functions, management and administration of models, information views, optimization of models, predictive modeling, consumption of SAP HANA models, and the last topic we are going to cover is security in SAP HANA modeling. Today we are going to look at the SAP HANA and SAP HANA architecture. SAP HANA is an in-memory database. It is columnar oriented architecture. It has got a massive parallel processing capability. SAP HANA is dual in nature as far as the transaction and analysis is concerned. Both OLAP and OLTP capability are combined in a single box. SAP HANA is an in-memory database, which means all the data is stored in the memory, which gives the flexibility of loading the data faster as compared to the loading the data from the hard disk. Everything is in memory all the time, which gives the CPU quick access to the data for processing. The speed advantages offered by this RAM storage system are further accelerated by the use of the multi-core CPUs and multiple CPUs per board. SAP HANA is equipped with multi-engine query processing environment. It has got many query processing engines that we are going to look at in the architecture when we see the architecture of the SAP HANA, which supports the relational as well as graphical and text data within the same system. So one system which caters everything: transactional, relational, graphical, text data in one single system, which is in memory. Column oriented architecture. SAP HANA database supports both row based and the column based storage and is particularly optimized for column based storage. In row storage, records are stored in sequence of rows, whereas in column storage, entries of a column is stored in a contiguous memory location. In SAP HANA database, tables that are organized in columns are optimized for high performance read operation, while still providing good performance for write operation. Efficient data compression is applied to save memory and speed of searches and calculation. To enable fast on-the-fly aggregation, ad hoc reporting, and to benefit for compression mechanism, it is recommended that transaction data is stored in the column-based table. Column-based architecture provides the flexibility, capability to retrieve the data faster than the row-based architecture, since the data are stored in the column. The entire column is stored in the contiguous memory location. So when we write the select statement, so it is fetching the entire column, which is rather than going all the rows and then fetching the value. So column oriented architecture is faster than the row oriented architecture as far as the querying of the data and ad hoc reporting is concerned. Compressed data can be loaded. SAP HANA has got the capability to compress the data in a columnar architecture, and the compressed data can be loaded into the CPU cache faster. This is because the limiting factor of the data transport between the memory and the CPU cache and the performance can exceed the additional computing time need for decompression. The column based storage allow also allows execution of operation in parallel using multiple processors core. Since now the hardwares are equipped with the multiple CPUs, and SAP HANA is optimized to utilize the multiple CPU processing. It processes the data parallel to the CPU. So that is the reason why the speed, the data processing capability is faster, utilizing the multiple core CPU parallelly with a massive data volume which is stored in the CPU cache. If multiple columns need to be searched or aggregated, each of these operations can be assigned to a different processor core. In addition, operations on one column can be parallelized by partitioning the column into a multiple section that can be processed by different processor or cores. SAP has got both OLAP and OLTP transaction in one box. So OLTP transactions are the transaction related to the ERP system. So transaction related to the sales, receivable, payable, master data. So all these transactions which is recorded in the ERP OLTP transactions. Whereas the historical data, the retrieving of the historical data, the processing of the historical data, analyzing of the historical data, the large volume of the data are stored in a OLAP system, online analytical processing system. So SAP HANA has got both OLTP and OLAP system capability, equal in nature. One single system has got both the capability, OLTP and OLAP. We no need to go for the different system for OLTP processing and OLAP processing. So this is one of the, let us see the architecture of SAP HANA, how the SAP HANA system is organized in a different component. So this is a high level architecture of SAP HANA system. So it has got multiple server component, name server, preprocessor server, index server, web dispatcher, SAP start services, access engines. These are the components of SAP HANA database system. The name server manages topology of the SAP HANA system. Preprocessor servers are used by the index server for analyzing the text data. Web dispatcher server processes inbound HTTP and HTTPS connection to access classic services. SAP start services responsible for starting and stopping the services in a correct order. Access engine application server for native SAP HANA based web application which is inbuilt into the SAP HANA. The most important component of SAP HANA system is the index server, where all the data are stored and it has got a different data processing engine to process the data. Index server has got connections and session management capability. So all the connections which is coming to SAP HANA are managed by index server connection and session management layer. Then below that, SAP HANA has got a request processing and control layer where all the SQL processed by the SQL processor. SQL processor has inbuilt, SAP HANA has inbuilt SQL script which processes the SQL queries. It has got MDX queries, calculation engine. So all these calculation requests which is coming to SAP HANA system in the form of SQL query is processed in the SQL processor, which is the one of the layer of the index server. There is a relational engines which stores the data in the row and the column storage. It has got the persistent layer, which is having the capability of page management and the logger, and at the bottom the index server has got disk storage, the data which is stored in the data volume, and the transaction log. All the transactions are managed or controlled by the transaction manager. All the authentication, the user privilege authentication are controlled through the authentication layer of SAP HANA Index Server. So Index Server is the main component of SAP HANA system, which got data storage and processing engine. So all the data which are stored in the SAP HANA system are managed and stored in the Index Server. The main SAP HANA database management component is known as the Index Server, which contains the actual data stores and the engines for processing the data. The Index Server processes incoming SQL or MDX statement in the context of authenticated session and transaction. The SAP HANA database has its own scripting language named SQL Script. SQL Script embedded data intensive application logic into the database. In addition to SQL Script, SAP HANA supports a framework for the installation of a specialized and optimized function library which are tightly integrated with the different data engines of the Index Server. Two of these functional libraries are the SAP HANA Business Functional Library and SAP HANA Predictive Analytics Library. PFL and PAL predictive functions can be called directly from within the SQL script. The database persistence layer is responsible for durability and atomicity of transaction. It ensures that the database can be restored to the most recent committed state after a restart, and the transactions are either completely executed or completely undone. So the Index Server uses the preprocessor server for analyzing the test data and extracting the information on which the text search capabilities are based. The name server owns the information about the topology of SAP HANA system in a distributed system. So hope you enjoy the introduction of SAP HANA introduction and architecture. We will dive deep into the SAP HANA database in upcoming videos. Thank you.